Hey there, it's Tactical Retreat. So today we're going to take on the first rotation of the Doom Tower. Now, this one is the easiest of the 3 rotations, but sometimes I find myself getting stuck in the normal room. It can be a bit of a pain, but with the right team and some smart strategy, we can push through and keep moving forward. We are talking about the hard Doom Tower, so remember to keep the speed of most of the champion at least at 220. For the first room I want to discuss, room 72, the most frustrating team to deal with is Mortu Macab and the Skytouch Shaman. They can be a real pain to defeat, so we'll need to come up with a solid strategy to take them down. We gonna use a protector, in this case Ultimate Death Knight, 1 reviver, and cleanser, in this case Elva Autumnborn, 1 or 2 control champion Ninja and Vizix, and our MVP Ronda. You can switch out the champion you are using, but it's important to maintain the same role. For example, if you are using a control champion, you can switch to Hoskarul. Keep in mind that all of the champions we are using have a single target A1, which is very important. Our tactic is to first kill the Skytouch Shaman, then use Ronda's A2 to block Mortu Macab's passive. If Ronda's A2 is on cooldown and Mortu doesn't have their block passive skill available, continue attacking the other enemy with the A1 and wait until Ronda's A2 is ready. In this video I'm trying to use mostly free champion, fusions and guaranteed champion. But if you already have better options to fill the role, don't be afraid to use it. I'm only showing you the second wave because it is the most difficult, with 2 mortars and 2 Skytouch Shamans. I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible, but you can also use these tactics on the third wave. As you can see, we take down the Skytouch Shaman first. Don't be afraid of their revive on death ability, the Skytouch will come back with low health, so it will be easy to finish them off. Another important piece of advice is to manually control the champion for difficult rooms, and try to arrive at the next wave with all skills available. Okay, now let's talk about the next floor, the floor 76. On floor 76, I use Nishak Verminlord as the main damage dealer, along with a reviver, a control champion such as a ninja, and Ronda for additional control and damage. You can also consider adding more control champions with stun or freeze abilities to your team. As always, you can make substitutions to your team as long as you maintain the same roles. One of the biggest challenges in room 76 is dealing with Cupidus and Venus. To tackle this problem, it is recommended to use Ronda's A2 on Cupidus. However, be careful when facing the third wave, as there will be 2 Cupidus, and try to don't hit too much the Cupidus without block active skill. You may have noticed that I hit Cupidus too many times when he was not frozen, which put me in a bit of danger. Fortunately, our protector on the team, the Ultimate Death Knight, was able to save us with his shield. We will continue to use him frequently in the next floor as he is a strong champion. Now let's move on to floors 86 and 94. In floor 86, we will face Mortu Macab and Valkyrie, while in floor 94, Valkyrie will be the only major obstacle. We will use the same tactics as in floor 72 to fight Mortu Macab, namely using Ronda's passive blocking skill, but we will also add a blocking buff to stop Valkyrie. I will use Yugo as a blocking buff champion, but Ukko is also a valid free champion we can use, although it may cause some randomness in the first wave due to his area attack basic attack. In theory, it is possible to complete this floor without using a champion with a blocking buff, thanks to Ronda's ability to ignore shields. However, this may cost you a significant amount of time. If you choose to use Ukko, the third wave will be easier compared to using Hugo, who as you can see did not have enough speed to place the blocking buff in advance. If you encounter the same issue with Hugo, you will need to wait until Valkyrie's counterattack has one turn left and then use Hugo or your chosen champion to place the debuff block. If you are wondering, the speed on Hugo is 254. After eliminating all threats on the first wave, we can proceed directly to the third wave. The same tactics can be used for floor 94. Try to form your team with a few champions who are able to revive and remove debuffs, along with Ronda, Ultimate Death Knight, and a control champion. Another challenging floor may be 109, but you can use the same tactics as in floor 72 because the problematic enemies are the same, Mortumacab and Skytouch Shaman. Let's move on to floors 114 and 116 where we encounter problematic enemies, Rotos the Lost Groom, Siphi the Lost Bride, and Sir Nicholas. The team we will use to overcome these flaws will consist of Nishak Vermalord as the damage dealer, Ronda as our MVP, a champion who can block buffs, one who can revive, and Ultimate Death Knight for protection. Try to use Ronda's A2 to block Siphi, who will always be our primary target. Siphi will use her first action to apply buffs, so if Ronda is faster than Siphi, you can wait one turn before using A2. The champion using the blocking buff must also be faster than Siphi, unless you use a champion like Ukko who can remove buffs. Siphi's speed is 250. The most complicated part is the final wave of floor 116, where there are two Siphis. Try to maintain the blocking buffs and bring one of the Siphis down to low health, then kill it and use Ronda's A2 to block the second Siphi at the same time. It is very important that your champions are sturdy, as killing both Siphis simultaneously in the third wave may take some time. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't find the solution to the flaw you are stuck on, please subscribe and leave a comment with the flaw you would like help with. See you next time.